Happy Valentine's Day and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of February 10th. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my cult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the card, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to learn how to read the cards, you'll find information on my beginner's course below. I'll be doing 5 card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot of Symbolic Worth with Lapis Lazuli, the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot with Snowflake Obsidian, and the New Palladini Tarot with Citron. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. So, we have Empress. What is this? Page of Wands. Queen of Swords. The World. And the Hermit in the middle. Let's just test the pyramid placement. This should be good. Nice. All right. So... oh, wow. Like each card is an individual. Okay. I'll see you right now. All right. I don't think I have much to say to you. This is giving me very strong ragtag band of misfits vibes. Longtime viewers are probably aware that like when multiple people show up in a Marseille style reading, I really try to shy away from reading them all as different aspects of one person. So I'm reading this as like 5 different people. And the thing that struck me, because I was trying to figure out like, how well does this team work together? And obviously I started with the suit, so we have a wand and a sword. Wands, fire and air work well together, like in the, Golden Dawn stuff that came later, well, before this deck. But anyway, regardless of elemental theory, we have 2 phallic suits, and the Empress here is holding a wand, the Hermit is holding a wand, so I'm getting, and even the champion, the Chariot at the bottom of the deck is holding a wand. So this is people who are, it's almost as if they have the same tool, but they have different approaches as to how to use the tool. I left the world character out on purpose because she's kind of the harmonization of all of it and taking the ball and running with it, with all 4 different elements, combined and going in the same direction, which is reinforced by the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, which, has those themes in it. So this is looking like a week of, pistons lining up and shooting together in gear to get the car, not necessarily across the finish line, which is what I was about to say, but, down the track. So, yeah, no matter where you fit into this, even if you're the world, the harmonizer, which, statistically or not, but probabilistically, I should say. But no matter where you are, I think it's clear to you what you bring to the table. And I think it's relatively clear to you what the others bring to the table too, because, they're all holding some kind of wand or phallic shape. So try to enjoy this. Yeah, if you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 2, the 2 of coins reversed flipped over while I was shuffling for you. It might mean something, it might not, but regardless, let's see what we have for your reading. So, there's that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Group 1 made me very confident for my pyramid placement. I'm now realizing you only have one reverse card in the whole thing, so that's nice. But regardless of that, I'll see you right now. Okay, that didn't take long at all. This is a vibe of covering for someone or picking up the slack for someone who wasn't there for you in one way or another. If you're proverbially alone in your situation, I'll circle back to that. But with the 10 of Wands here, the burden implied, also hinted at by the Emperor here. It's kind of like the person who can do it all, or at least who can do all the jobs that need doing in the endeavor or whatever, and someone just not being there or not being at their A game, and you covering for them, grinding it out, and trying to think, not necessarily on your feet. The Four of Swords isn't a thinking on your feet card. It's thinking, away from the world, in the coffin, But yeah, the Emperor here is what is giving me such a strong impression that no matter what this Lover's Reversed represents for you, no matter what went off timing, or no matter what balance or divine timing or relationship got, for lack of a better phrase, contaminated for whatever this energy represents for you. And I'm saying contaminated just because it's in reverse, so it's the block, glitch, delay. Those are the main three ways that I read reversals, So it's not that the person isn't there. It's that all of a sudden you have more to do that you normally wouldn't have, even though, because even though you can do it all, doesn't mean you should be doing it all. And sometimes when you need to cover for someone, you're doing something that you're good at doing, but that you shouldn't be doing, and it's taking time away from something else, But again, well, I say again, as if I said this before, they're both sitting on thrones, basically. But the Emperor is signaling that you have everything you need to just take the extra wands and just get to the village in the background. And also, I don't see sour grapes here. This is looking like kind of like you kind of get it why the person isn't there or whatever. And the reason, either the reason doesn't bother you that much, or you find something that makes it worthwhile in the doing of it. But yeah, whatever this Lover's Reversed represents, I don't see it as a big deal. I don't see sour grapes as a result from this. Maybe because you're able to create the space between you and that annoyance. That's good. But regardless, this is looking like a week of figuring out what you're made of, basically. So yeah, if you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Whoops. Group 3, let's see what we have for you. I almost dealt out without cutting the deck. Give me a second. There we go. I hit my elbow on a chair that's off screen. That's probably what did it. Damn chair. Okay, yeah. Well, that's interesting. So the Chariot is the only upright card in the whole thing, and it's in the middle of the reading. So right there, that gives it a tinge of optimism to the reading, despite the fact that literally every other card is reversed. And yeah, the pyramid placement is good enough. So let's just get this into position. And excellent. I'll see you right now. All right, so before I begin, I just want to say, if you chose more than one tarot pile, there's a chance that I might directly contradict something that I said in the other reading. But the overall vibe of this is a group collaboration that has some kinks in it. And I see progress being made despite it, of course, with the Chariot upright in the middle of everything. So that's nice. But everything is reversed. The Three of Cups is reversed at the bottom of the deck, underpinning everything. So there are some potential resentment, either that either the seeds of resentment being planted, in which case you might want to watch out for that, or the confrontation finally coming to a point, and the come to Jesus meeting when an employee has been slacking for long enough, and finally the manager calls them in and says, "Hey, listen. I'm trying to be a good boss, but you haven't been cutting it for a while. What the fuck is going on?" That kind of thing, And the funny thing is, with this chariot upright in the middle of everything, this is giving me optimism that no matter what chaos or gripes or bad blood or resentment or ill feelings might be circulating throughout the team that you're involved in or whatever, that you're good. Or even that you're able to make progress despite everything else that's going on, or that you're the one who's able to synthesize all of this shit going on around you into something useful so that you can take it in the right direction, It's so funny that, like, I was so consumed by all of these cards being reversed and the chariot being upright in the middle that I've barely dug into any of these cards at all. And I don't think it matters much because, there's clearly something off base with the Emperor energy, the Fool energy, the Lover's energy, and the Five of Swords energy. And obviously the Three of Cups energy. But what each individual card brings to the table, I don't think it matters that much. There's clearly, progress. Oh, this might be the beginning of a process. Either that or one of the people in this team is new, But yeah, I think that this is a good week to remember that, all relationships have challenges, and whether you're the one covering for someone or whether you're the one who's so awesome that you manage to do a bunch of shit despite all of this shit happening around you, that it's important to make sure that you're well connected with the team. And this segues into something that I've been thinking this whole time. If this is you, I'm really sorry for trapping you like this. I was planning on saying this at the end, but one way to interpret the chariot reversed is that you're the problem. If you turn the entire reading upright, then the chariot becomes the only reversed card. And obviously from the chariot's perspective, the rest of the reading is reversed, So I just wanted to float that possibility and throw it out there in case, because sometimes, the Wayne Gretzky of the team gets so good and so caught up in what they're doing that they don't even take the time to consider what the other people are doing or what the other team members need from them or something like that. And that might be the cause for this type of energy too. So I just wanted to let you know about that as a warning. But ultimately, I think this is looking like a week of progress despite all the challenges. So that's nice. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you can use the timestamps to jump ahead a couple seconds. I'll see you there. All right, let's see. Okay, that's good like that. This should be pretty decent. Something like that. I think this is what I will go with. All right, Group A, your card is Completion. This is I Ching hexagram 63 out of 64, mind you. And the keywords are final like I was saying, the keywords are final attainment, victory, a crescendo, a job well done, perfection, peak performance, and prudence. I would advise the prudence also. Like, obviously, this is looking very optimistic. It's looking like a good week for you. But given the tarot readings that I gave, there is a lot of potential for friction. So I would advise prudence along with your optimism. A main dish of optimism with a side of prudence. There we go. Group B, your card is the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. If the last quarter moon is in Capricorn, that means the sun is in Aries. I don't think that helped at all. Let me think about it for a second. Okay, yeah, I got distracted by the astrology. It's really the leave the past behind, like the actual word. I think the danger for some of you that chose this card for this week is old wounds being opened up that might make you act in a rash way. So if one of your old wounds opens up this week, this would be a good opportunity to slow down and process it before reacting in a rash manner, which I think is the risk for many of the people that I gave the tarot reading for. So yeah, Group C, your card is dignified. Whoops, strength. Okay, it's the attribute of being dignified, like a planet in a sign of exaltation. I think this is kind of an attaboy. I think this is it's important for you to realize how well positioned you are. And if you're having trouble realizing that, a common technique that I give all the time is to compare yourself to yourself last week or last month or last year or wherever it was. I think that even if you don't feel dignified or in a strong position this week, I'm sure that there's an experience that happened recently enough ago that you can compare this week to in order to feel dignified. That's really common. Group D, your card is Tiferet, heart, beauty. Oh, Tiferet, the middle Sephiroth. This is extremely dark. I don't know if you can see anything at all, but I will stare at this card. I think this is an invitation to take care of yourself and protect your heart this week. The thing that leapt out to me as soon as I paused was how this angel's hands is folded over over his heart, and there's kind of a hole where his heart is. I don't know if this is the background or if it's like a glowing orb inside of him. I interpreted it as a glowing orb inside of him, at least for this reading, especially given Tippereth, like the yellow central Sephiroth in the tree. It's also connected to all the others, but that also means that others are a potential source of drain, hence the especially in the context of the tarot readings that I gave, to really make sure that you protect your emotions, that you take care of yourself first. You need to be there so that you can be your best self for others. And that is a good note to end on. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. I hope you have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.